Hi, I'm Hakan.
And I'm Sarah.
And we're both head instructors and managers here at the Australian Martial Arts Academy. Today we're going to be talking about another important area, and that is conversations we should be starting with our children with regards to public safety.
This is a really important topic. We find at the Academy that a lot of parents get busy and they just actually forget to have these conversations with our child.
Definitely.
And it's something that they actually quite enjoy talking about. And so unfortunately sometimes it's just one of those things that gets passed by and we intend to do it and we don't do it. And so I think we just need to start that topic so children know how to take care of themselves and avoid that anxiety and stress that comes along with it, being lost or not knowing where to find help. So how do we get started into
I guess the first step we tell our kids here in our mat chats is that always be an arm's length of your parents. And that could be in a shopping centre, that could be at the beach, at the pools, always in an area where our parents are close by, where we can visually see them and they can hear our voice and we can have that conversation with them. So that safety is very important.
That's right. And so I guess the next step that we need to go on is having a look at what happens if we do lose our parents or we can't see them for a minute. And the first thing we want to do is teach our kids there is a strategy, there are steps to follow, and this is what you're going to do.
I guess the underlying theme here is the confidence, giving our children the confidence to be able to deal with this situation if it ever arises. Now, I remember going back 20 years ago, I got lost in a shopping centre, lost my parents, and the feeling still sticks with me today. So it is very scary for a young child to have that fear. And we want to overcome that and provide a step-by-step process to our kids to ensure they know what to do.
Yeah, it's quite empowering for our kids, I think, to have this strategy. So the first step we want to do if we ever get lost is to make sure that we stay on the spot and we assess this situation around us. And so for kids, obviously with different age groups, you can use different terminology, but say stop where you are, have a look around you, think about where you actually are, where you last saw your parent, and have a good look to see are they actually around you, but you just maybe are panicking and can't see them. And so that's a really simple step, but with kids we need to tell them this is what you do.
Often staying where they are for a decent amount of time is what's important, because that's often going to be the last area where the parents remember seeing their child, and that's where parents will go. So we tell our kids to stay put, remain calm, and then assess the situation from that point. If time goes by and no parents are in sight, we then provide our students with the next step.
And so the next step is really moving on to find someone who's appropriate to look after you. And this can be context specific. So for example, have the conversation with your child. If you're in the shopping centre, where could you go? And that'd be obviously the security guard or the front office or the administration. If you're doing in Coles or Woolworths, you could go up to the cashier. If you're in a park, you could go up to another mum. So having that conversation about different contexts, so it doesn't have to all be in one go, but over time with your child, and as they get older, those situations might change, then that could be a great port of call. So finding out someone to help you.
Then having that conversation in the shopping centre, often they'll make the announcement. But the next step is very important, and that is teaching our kids to remember the parent's phone number from a very young age.
We suggest age 3. So from 3 years of age, we start telling our children as part of one of their weekly missions to go home and memorise at least one phone number. And we have 3-year-old children who know up to 3 numbers, so mum's number, dad's number, grandma's number, and they need to know their names. And so they love it. It's like a little journey for them, a little test or a challenge for them to learn as many numbers as they can get. And they feel quite empowered and they have something that they're able to look after themselves with. And so that's a great thing to be able to do then. And ultimately, if they've got that contact number, you're going to be able to find your child, you're going to be able to look after them and they'll be safe.
Definitely. So let's recap that. So the first thing we want to tell our kids is to ensure that they're in arm's length of our parents, they're close by, and that's the ultimate situation, to be nice and safe.
Second step, stay on the spot and have a look about where you are and who's around you.
Third step is to look for safety. Try and find someone that can help, someone that's context specific. And again, these are the conversations we will be having with our child to provide them with different scenarios.
And the fourth step is making sure that they're armed with the information that they need to be able to find help. Your phone number, mum's name, dad's name, their name.
and then we've got the address as the kids get older and so on. So they're the 4 steps we cover with regards to public safety to our children, and I think this is an important area we need to be going into with regard to the family household.
Correct, yeah, so the more the parents can reinforce those messages that they hear in their martial arts classes or school and make it specific to that child, the better.
Thank you very much, guys. We hope this video has helped.
Yeah, good luck.